Welcome to Sally Melodies classroom, where we learn basic music. We are still looking at the types of songs, and we said that there are two categories, the strophic songs and through composed songs. So today, in this lesson, lesson 2, I thought it is good we look at the strophic songs, their structure and example. You have the chorus, and then you have the stanzas flowing the same way with the same tune but different lyrics. In this first structure, this is where you have your chorus, and then you have the flow of the stanzas. And then in the second structure here, we have songs that do not have a chorus, but the stanzas are flowing the same. The chorus is where we have the harmony. This is where you harmonize. You have all the 4 voices, or 2 voices, or 3 voices, depending on how many voices that you have written on. The stanzas can either be unison, or you can give 2-part singing. But in most cases, we do unison, especially in the church hymns. In the stanzas, you give 1-part singing. It can either be female voices or male voices. Or sometimes you can give 2 parts. You can have soprano alto singing the stanzas, or you can have tenor bass doing the stanzas, or it can be unison. So it all depends on the composer. It all depends with the taste or the composer's wish. You look at the clef whereby the song has been written. If you see this treble clef, just know that those are female voices. If you see this bass clef, just know that these are male voices. When you see this, know that it is just tenor voice. When we go to the other side, whereby we have the stanzas, this is where now you can hear that each voice is represented. Each voice is captured. Here they sing in harmony, and they don't have a chorus. So they will be singing stanza 1, and then they go to stanza 2, and then they go to stanza 3, and then they go to stanza 4. Unlike this structure whereby after every stanza, you go back to the chorus. This is called open score. We did types of scores. This is called open score, where the soprano has its own staff, the alto staff, the tenor staff, and the bass staff. So each voice has got its own staff. They don't share the staff. And then you may also find it written this way. This is called a closed score, whereby the treble clef is shared by the soprano and the alto, and then the bass clef is shared by the tenor and the bass. Remember, we said the stems of the soprano notes will be facing up, and the stems of the alto voice will be facing down. For the tenor notes, the note stems will be facing up, and for the bass notes, the stems will be facing down. So it means that the upper voice is soprano, the lower voice is alto. Upper voice, tenor, lower voice, bass. We are going to give a few examples. I'm going to use an example of our Catholic hymns. So this is a good example of a strophic song or hymn that has been written in a chorus stanza form. So this is the chorus, as you can see. The chorus has got 4 voices. We have the soprano line, we have the alto line sharing the same staff, and then we have the tenor line and the bass line sharing the same staff, but it is in harmony. This part has been harmonized. As you can see, the notes are not the same. You can see how it is flowing. So this is the chorus. So up to here, this is where we have the chorus, where the 4 parts are singing. And then for the stanzas, they are flowing from stanza 1 to stanza 8. And then after every stanza, you have to come back here and you sing the chorus. And then when you look at the stanzas, this is the stanza line. it has been given to the soprano. We also have another example here. The song doesn't have a chorus. These are stanzas. This is stanza 1, and then you will find stanza 2, stanza 3, stanza 4, stanza 5, 6, and 7. There is no chorus, so all the stanzas will be sounding the same. The only difference will be the lyrics. The lyrics will be different, but the stanzas will be the same. So you just sing stanza 1, you finish, you go to stanza 2, stanza 3, stanza 4, stanza 5, 6, and 7, using that kind of flow. Soprano, alto, sharing the same stuff. Tenor, bass, sharing the same stuff, but singing different notes to make it a harmony. Work on the first stanza and you give it the harmony. And then the rest of the stanzas, you can write them in lyrics form. Other examples of strophic songs are Chakutumaini Sina. That one has got a stanza and a chorus. And we also have Amazing Grace, which has no chorus. It only has a good flow of stanzas. Thank you very much for joining this class. See you in the next class.